Hey guys, Brandon here on another one of my death battle prediction blogs. Today we are talking about putting Bowser in a death battle. Now Bowser is a very popular character. If you know Mario, 9 times out of 10 you know Bowser. He he's one of Nintendo's biggest characters, and I am honestly surprised he has not been in a death battle yet. He's a very strong character and a very unique character, and I think he'd make for a great combatant. But the thing about Bowser is the main conflict he has is being beat, and he doesn't really do a lot of fighting on his own besides the Smash Brothers series. So, but he is very strong. Don't get me wrong. So who could they pair him up with? Now, a lot of people have thought of the idea of Bowser versus Ganondorf because they're both Nintendo's biggest evil kings, and they're both pretty strong. And Link and Mario are both one of Nintendo's most recognizable characters. I'm pulling up the fan on Wiki right now, and Bowser versus Ganon versus Bowser is kind of like um, Shao Kahn versus Bison. Yeah, they're both fighting game villains, but it only takes a few minutes to realize one of them completely outclasses the other in terms of strength. But in this case, it's because it takes holy weapons forged by gods to kill Ganon, and even then, it's a very hard feat. But anyway, uh, besides Ganon, some of the other characters we're seeing right here, I want to point out ones that actually kind of make sense because a lot of these fan on wikis are very have do not have a lot of reason to them except for like maybe one comparison. Okay, so King K. Rool is one of those, kind of like Bowser, but it's instead more in the same league as him because they're both kings of the Mario universe. But I don't know, King K. Rool just doesn't really. He has a lot of forms and like a lot of different stuff he carries with him, so I don't know how they're gonna integrate him in Death Battle. Now we have Grantilda from Banjo Kazooie series. Interesting, but I don't know a lot about Banjo Kazooie, and I'm not too sure how much fighting she does herself. And then we have Ridley. Now Ridley, he's big, pretty big. I don't think they should fight Ridley with Bowser, just because Ridley is more of a hands-on character. You see him fighting and clawing through people. So I don't think. I think they should save Ridley for a much more fearsome like a flight opponent, another dragon probably. And then we have the one I really want to see. That's King Dedede from the Kirby series. So let me just explain why I'd rather have King Dedede. Basically, though King Dedede they both kind of fight the same way. Like they both smash, ground pound, and are like sort of limited in their normal fights. But King Dedede, though he actually has very crazy technology, like very immense technology. Though he has that, he's kind of an idiot. Not to say Bowser's not smart himself; he's kind of dumb as well. But King Dedede, in a way that he is just not very, he's very dim-witted, while Bowser is just very dumb, not planning out his captures and such. But here's the thing: I don't want it just to be a fight between King Dedede and Bowser, because Bowser has his dry Bowser form, which is pretty beastly itself. And I don't think even though King Dedede probably has enough force to crush a skull, Bowser in his dry Bowser form is pretty strong himself. That's not even considering what Bowser would do before he completely like blasted his skull off and stuff. Plus, King Dedede would have to find a way to completely decimate Bowser's body to kill him. I'm thinking of a full-out war, kind of like Wily Eggman of the Koopa Troop and King Dedede's forces. It's kind of at first they kind of seem evenly matched. Like, you got stuff like Koopa Troopas and Goombas versus the Waddle Dees and Doos, and like the Bomb Bros, like the Bomby Bros versus Bob-Ombs and stuff. Simple stuff like that. But then you got Bowser coming in with like Bowser Juniors, not Bowser Juniors, Bowser Junior, Koopalings, and Boom Booms, and Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings are very, very strong opponents on their own. In fact, I might get to Bowser Jr. some other day, but stuff sort of like I don't know. So because it could happen, but sorry, check my notes.
It kind of seems unevenly.
In the Kirby anime, King Dedede had like this
pretty strong
deal with Enterprises to summon monsters, so they'd probably have to get that into account. Like, so he'd have like tons and tons of different monsters at his beck and call. So deciding who is like chosen out of all of them, like, it's gonna be very hard. They kind of have to do a Wily sort of thing, where they're not gonna have all the robot masters because it'd be a complete obliteration, but choose some of the more recognizable and more interesting ones. So, yeah, they seem about evenly matched, except the Dry Bowser thing, and deciding what monsters Eggman gets, and if he gets like the Nightmare. If he gets Nightmare, it's gonna be pretty interesting. And if he gets, I doubt he'll get stuff like Magalore, not Magalore, but like any of the like full-time bosses like Dark Matter. So yeah, thanks for watching. There's gonna be an annotation right here if you want to see my prediction of the next fight, Mega Man versus Astro Boy. Later.